Greetings, YouTube. There are certain champions that are so good and somehow still seemingly underrated compared to how good they are that I could never feature them too much on my channel. Now, I actually think what's interesting about, before we play this video, one of the champions that has, if anything, aged like a fine wine. You know, I used to talk about Magic aging like a fine wine because she's one of the OG champions and still extremely useful, and I stand by that assessment. And Battlegrounds, actually, I think just makes Magic even look better now. But with that being said, Archangel has aged like a fine wine. Archangel still wrecks so much content, and now that he's a 6-star, just the possibilities with a 6-star Archangel are so much fun. I have now a rank 3 Archangel. I wreck content constantly with him. Using him as a horseman, of course, as any mutant will be, makes him even better. But for the sake of this video, for the purpose of this video, I cannot say enough things, enough good things especially, about Nebula. Now, if you haven't tried out, and my good friend and mod of the channel, Webby, is a big Nebula fan, and I told her, you need to try her with Proxima Midnight. The Proxima Midnight synergy is amazing because you start out with immediately 10 shock charges. But Prox is mainly going to be a synergy champ for you in Alliance War, and so I understand why you wouldn't want to waste a spot, quote-unquote, on a synergy. So Spider-Man 2099, Archangel, and Nebula are the 3 champions he uses in War. You'll notice this is a rank 3 Awakened 6-star Nebula. I don't know at this moment what the SIG is, but this is a final war against Magnus, and I feel like Magnus has hit up the channel a couple times. Maybe it's a different Magnus, but Magnus, sorry that we're featuring your boss takedown, but I think it's also still really good data and a really good video. So let's check out this strategy with Nebula. I cannot say enough good things about her. Alright, so starts off dashing back and just getting those shock charges up. Now remember, they double once the parry is executed on a special 2. So you want to build up that power as close to, if not at a special 2 as possible before blocking and transferring them over. So now she's at a special 2. She's at 15 shock charges, maximum of 20. They were transferred over, got the special 2 in, and this damage is going to be 33,000. Just, per tick. So we're talking about, I don't know how many ticks there were, but what, about 200,000 damage, I guess? We can always look back at the end of this to the beginning, because it took about half of Apocalypse's health. Also, check out that regen that Nebula is getting back. You gotta love a combination of Nebula's kit and also having that awakened 6-star. 6-star Nebula is so clutch. All right, now he has transferred the shock charges to 19 and 41,000 per tick. He would have kept going down, internet phrases, had he not run out of health. That pesky guy just had to run out of health. Now you can see there was a 20% champion boost. There was a advanced power boost, which is really clutch for starting with that bar of power, and then just the basic 15% attack boost. Not a rainbow boost by any means, but still relevant. And each one of those special 2s took out about half his health, and his health is at 481,000, just so that we don't make some stupid math error. 481,000 divided by 2, he was doing about 240,000 damage per refresh of the special 2 by the time it was done. Obviously, he was doing the initial damage when he transferred the shock charges, and it was more on the second because he got the full 20 versus like 15 the first time. But Apocalypse, for all of his amazing utility as a boss, if you play Nebula right, you're just going to melt him. And notice, he can start, because he's a really smart player, he can start by just dashing back and building up those charges immediately from scratch. And I love so much about what Kabam has done with Nebula's buff, specifically making it a little bit faster to build those shock charges, because when you have a timed fight every tenth of a second counts, and this is a good example of that. So, kaboom! Mr. Cream of the Crop, thank you for the video submission, and thank you to Kamikaze Turtle for supplying the channel with the video from said summoner. I cannot say enough good things about Nebula. She is a true beyond God tier champ, and I believe now always will be.